girl.
What are you doing here?
Come on now, you know what I'm here to talk about.
My guns?
Of course, on the Gun Love.
Come on in, girl.
Hi, welcome to the Gun Love. My name is Simone and I am sitting here with a very close friend of mine. Her name is Stephanie McCloud, and we're here to talk about her Smith & Wesson SD40VE. Stephanie, thanks for coming on here to talk about your gun that you're allowed me to clean.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for cleaning it for me.
Well, I have a few questions for you. We're just going to have a little bit of gun chat just to learn a little bit more of the story behind the gun and the people behind the gun and our reasons and choices for choosing it. So what made you interested in buying your first gun?
Sure. So what made me buy my first gun was me being single, moving to Atlanta. As a female, my dad insisted on me purchasing my first weapon. This one right here, the Smith & Wesson, is my third. It's an upgrade to the other two that I have.
What are the other two guns that you have?
I have a Bersa 380 Thunder, and I also have a 9mm Beretta.
Let me just add to that. She has the Bersa Thunder 380 limited edition with gold enhanced parts. Sorry,
And it's matte black.
She's just super hot.
It's my baby.
So what made you consider purchasing this particular gun right here? This is that Smith & Wesson SD40VE. And just so you know, we're not sitting here with alcohol and guns. This is an unloaded gun, and we've already performed a visual and a physical inspection on the weapon. Sorry, go right ahead.
No problem. So what made me purchase this gun, one is Smith & Wesson is a very local and known brand here in the U.S. It's American made. It handles really, really well. It's perfect for my small hands. Its grip is really comfortable. The weight and density of it is really comfortable. It has this nice
Texturized thumb
grip right here. And you know, I just loved it when I seen it. Like I said, it's an upgrade to the other two that I have. You know, it's easy. It's kind of simplistic almost, and it's similar to a lot of the weapons that your local law enforcement and military members carry.
Is there anything about this particular gun that you don't like?
Like everything, things have flaws. My only concern is that it didn't have a safety.
Okay.
You know, but you know, that was one of the reasons why I chose it, because my other two did have safeties, and I know that's good for if you have children in the home or people who are frequently in your home that aren't used to weapons. However, safety sometimes get in the way if you actually have to use your weapon. So I chose not to have a safety.
Before you purchased this gun, I mean, you said you purchased it at a local gun shop?
Yep. I purchased it at a local gun range here in Georgia, which is different from the last two purchases. I purchased those solely online. So I looked at YouTube videos like this one and read reviews and kind of did some research and background and legwork on what suited me, but I never actually shot
the other
before.
two.
This one, I got to use one at the range, and I said, oh, I love this gun. I want that gun, you know.
And it's really, really pretty and cute as well, having the chrome and the black. It's I love this look on a weapon.
Yeah.
So. Well, how often do you shoot and where?
Okay, I shoot once a month. I typically shoot at a local range here in Georgia, or I go on base to shoot once a month.
On base?
Mm-hmm.
What do you? What base are you shooting on?
I am in the Air Force Reserve. So with the job I have there, I'm required to shoot once a year a 9mm or M16, and we're allowed to bring our own personal weapons in to shoot. So I shoot at the range there as well.
Thank you for your service, Stephanie.
My pleasure.
I'm very honored to have you with us, and you do a lot for our community in general anyway, but serving our country is something that is very honorable, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
I love to be able to go to the range and shoot all of the different weapons. it's great because then you get to learn how every weapon feels. It's like driving race cars, buying a house. You know, I love driving race cars, and they all have a different personality. They all have a different feel, and the same goes for guns, and especially being a girl. That was a great point. You talked about the way it fits into your hand, because I have very small hands, and having I too like the feel of the grip of this particular weapon. I'm able to hold the gun and my pinky's not sliding off the bottom of it, and it does feel good. So it really is important to go to your ranges, and especially really nice ranges. I go to a very, very nice range here in Atlanta, and they have a great selection of weapons there, and going to see what feels good, or what's my next, what's the next gun I'm gonna buy, so I'm glad that you were able to try that out as a range first.
Yeah, it was a really good experience.
Going forward, do you think that you would rather shoot the gun before you purchase it?
Yes, I think shooting a gun before purchasing it is very important to get the feel for it, get the recoil, get the weight, and just to see how you are able to handle it personally, So definitely suggest trying a gun that's similar, or a sister gun, sometimes they call them, to one that you're thinking about purchasing.
Great. So Stephanie, do you carry gun insurance?
I have homeowners insurance, and I do have a clause in there about my weapons at my home, but gun insurance in particularly, no.
Okay. Well, so your clause on your homeowner's insurance that you have, right? It is to protect it from being damaged or stolen, if I'm correct?
Yep, just damaged, stolen, just the basic things that any personal property value would be in your home.
Okay. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is that having gun insurance is the same thing as having that homeowner's insurance that you're paying for. It's the same thing as having that car insurance that you have. It's the same thing as having health insurance. It's something that if you carry a weapon concealed, or you have a weapon in general, you need insurance to protect you in the event that you have to actually use your weapon. Now, if something happens or you end up arrested behind the circumstance in which you had to use your weapon, you need to have a legal team on your side that truly understands the local gun laws, that can tell you what to and what not to say. Some will even pay for your bail while you're fighting your trial. They will cover those things. And so it's definitely something that you need to consider. It's definitely something that I recommend that anyone who has a gun has. You need to have gun insurance, you need to protect yourself, and you need to know all of the different laws about your weapons in the country. So, for example, do you know your local gun laws?
Not particularly. I carry in 2 states, so I know that the laws definitely don't transfer. I definitely looked some things up when moving to Georgia from my hometown. And
what state is that?
Missouri.
Okay.
So I did look and notice that some of the concealed laws did not transfer to this state. They did transfer to other states, but not this one in particular. I don't know all of the laws here in Georgia versus Missouri, but I am a dual carrier.
Exactly. So that's a great example as to why having gun insurance is important, because this way you will be able to have a one-point contact to reach out to that knows the laws in all of your states. Or even if you're traveling with your weapon. If you're traveling with your weapon through states, you need to know the reciprocity agreements between the states. So that's just something to think about in the near future, and we will talk about that on another episode here on the Gun Love, about the different types of gun insurance and why it's so important to have it. So Stephanie, tell me, do you have any advice that you would give to someone who's considering purchasing their first gun or purchasing a gun?
Yeah, first time weapon or gun purchase, I would do maybe 2 things. One, do some research. Do some research on what type of weapon you're looking to buy. Go to the local gun range, try it out, shoot it a few times, read some reviews, look at some videos.
Videos where?
YouTube, of course.
YouTube, here on YouTube. We're so cheesy.
Right. And second, the most important, get some training. Take a class. Go to your local range. A lot of ranges have safety classes. Some organizations and associations in your local areas have classes on safety and gun safety. Take those classes. For me, I went through training through the military, so I'm very familiar with weapons. However, I know that that's just, for me, But other people, I think everyone should have some type of etiquette on gun safety and what to do and not to do to properly handle your weapons.
That is the most important thing. Practice, practice, practice. Gun safety. Being a responsible gun owner.
Yes.
Part of being a responsible gun owner is properly being trained or properly knowing how to operate your weapon safely. That is something that a lot of people don't do. Or they purchase a gun, but they haven't really practiced. There's a range that I go to here in Atlanta, Georgia, and be surprised at how many people cannot load a single bullet and unload a single bullet from their personal firearm while pointing it in a safe direction.
Wow.
You would be surprised at the type of people that aren't able to do that or didn't take the time out to learn how to do that. So it's really important. I really advocate for safety and training. I think it's really important if you go to a gun range and they have a new shooter's package or handgun course, please enroll. And then after you do that, practice, practice, practice.
Yes.
Because it's really essential to really become familiar with the weapons that you're carrying, and especially with weapons that you have in your home. You did mention that, we talked a little bit about the safety on a gun and having people in your home, or, not having that safety on there to do. Sorry. It's gone. That would have been me probably.
That's so funny.
One thing that you didn't really love was that you didn't have a visible safety on this gun. Now there are actually safety features on your gun. And if you go to my channel here on the Gun Love, we actually talk about it in the Smith & Wesson SD40VE review. And there we talk about what safety features are available on this weapon. But it's really important, please, if you purchase a weapon, to understand what you're doing and learn the importance of how to handle your gun and be comfortable with it so that you're not fumbling at the last minute, right? So I have a trivia question for you.
Oh no. I was never good at trivia.
What?
I avoided all trivia nights.
What? I mean, come on. It's a good question. She doesn't even know what it is.
I don't.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you gonna take a drink first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Liquid courage.
Liquid courage for real. Okay. Stephanie. This is a Smith & Wesson SD40VE.
Yes.
What does the VE stand for?
I'm gonna throw a wild guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, VE can be like virtual experience. No.
Oh, I like that.
No.
We got like the.
I know. Like, I have no idea.
That's a good one.
I have no idea what VE stands for.
Okay.
No.
VE stands for value enhanced.
Value enhanced. Okay.
Yes. So Smith & Wesson, what they did with this particular weapon is they made the SD40VE and the SD9VE value enhanced. What does that mean? It means that they altered the manufacturing and the feature set of the weapon to make it more affordable for people. You still have that Smith & Wesson brand, that you trust, but it's more affordable. We all know that guns are expensive, and it's this very expensive hobby to have, you know. I'm sure if you've been on my channel, you see some of my scuba diving, and that is not a cheap sport as well. So the value enhanced models, it just really means that it's more affordable, and so they just altered a little bit of the manufacturing and the feature set without losing the quality of the Smith & Wesson brand.
Cool. So I got more bang for my buck.
Okay.
Get it? Bang for the buck.
Yes. Don't.
So cheesy.
We are really cheesy. It's okay. Okay, so cool. I have one more question or two more, but the main question I'm going to ask you, I have a question for you.
I have a feeling I know a question that's gonna come sooner or later. I'm just waiting on the right time.
I'm just saying, we are here on the Gun Love, So
let me have it.
The big question.
Yes.
How often do you clean your gun?
Not enough. I knew this question would come because you've cleaned a few of my weapons a few times, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer to this question, but if you weren't cleaning my guns, I would say maybe 6 months. Give or take. 4?
4?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's just stop this right now, okay? This is getting out of control. No, but you know what? A lot of people really don't clean their guns. You would be surprised at how many guns that I have seen that have lint balls, that are dirty, and especially people that carry their guns. They're more likely to pick up sediment and dirt from your purse and your bag and your clothing and whatnot. A really good rule of thumb to clean your weapons is every 30 days.
30 days. Once a month?
I said a good rule of thumb. I didn't say that's what everyone's gonna do, as much as I would love for you to clean your guns every month, because we all know that a clean gun is a happy gun, and a happy gun is a safe gun. So it's important to keep your gun clean. Even if every time you shoot your gun, you should clean it.
Wow.
If you go to the range, you should clean it. Now, do we all have time to clean our guns all the time like that? Probably not, but it's part of one of our responsibilities. And you could even purchase a bore snake and just run a dry bore snake through your gun while you're at the range, and boom, you're there. That's gonna tide you over until you're able to properly clean your weapon. So a good rule of thumb is to clean your gun at least once a month, whether you're shooting it or not.
Got it. So I will be putting gun cleaning on my calendar on my phone soon.
You said soon, okay. Soon, that might be next year.
On my phone once a month. Gun cleaning.
I'm just saying.
What are you doing next Sunday? Oh, girl, I'm cleaning my gun.
Yes, gun cleaning and drinks. I'm all for it.
Got it.
So definitely clean your guns often. Become familiar with your weapons. Have your own gun supplies. If you don't have supplies to clean your guns, or you don't know how to clean your guns, please come back, visit me here on the Gun Love. I am curating a large list of weapons so that we all know how to clean all of our weapons all the time. It's really important for us to be safe and responsible gun owners, and keeping those weapons clean keeps you safe, and it makes sure that your guns perform when they need to perform. So Stephanie, please, you guys have no idea. I'm sitting in front of a powerhouse, and I'm very proud of this woman right here. If people want to know more about you, how can they find you?
You can find me on my website. It's stephmccloud.com, and that's Steph spelled STEPHMCCLOUD.com, or on all social media platforms at Steph Takes Flight.
Steph Takes Flight?
Yes.
Okay, can I just ask you real quick, what is Steph Takes Flight about?
Steph Takes Flight is a name that I was given because I'm always on the go. I travel a lot to many different countries, and I'm in a lot of different ventures. So I'm always taking flight to the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Whether that's a business venture or another country or anything. So Steph Takes Flight.
I would also like to just really highlight one particular thing. Stephanie has a nonprofit foundation aside from the many ventures that she jumps into. Could you just give me a quick recap on your foundation?
Sure, I would love to. I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization. We're nationally trademarked here in the U.S. It's called Take Flight Girls. You can find us at takeflightgirls.org. Pretty much we help girls between the ages of 8 and 21 gain exposure to aviation and entrepreneurship careers. So
I'm really, really proud of this venture along with your many other ones, but that one, it really hits the heart. We have aviation safety backgrounds, and it's really important to spread the knowledge.
So my organization does this by hosting events, partnering with other schools and organizations to put on seminars and webinars. We merge and put girls together with mentors that are in the industry, and we provide scholarships and other resources to girls between the ages of 8 and 21.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming on to
pleasure.
the Gun Love. I'm so excited.
I know. I couldn't wait.
Yay. Hey, listen, guys.
It's like me and Smith and Weston, we're here.
Hey.
It's all three of us.
Bang, bang.
Smith, Weston, Simone, and Steph.
That's right. On the pew pew life. Pew pew. No, but seriously, listen. If you enjoy this video, please click like, subscribe, share. If there is something on this channel that you have not seen posted yet, please go down in the comments and let me know. If you like this video, please let me know. If you have any questions, let us know. Stephanie will be out there to answer some questions if you have about this particular weapon. We just want to spread the knowledge and really encourage people to be safe and responsible gun owners. And you can find me on Instagram at @the_gunlove, on Facebook at The Gun Love, and you can find me here, of course, on YouTube on The Gun Love. I look forward to seeing you and sharing more weapons and more safety tutorials about the importance of how to be responsible gun owners. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.